So let's take a look at Tuesday's trading. I'm trading very light today. I worked it with heavier position size than normal Thursday last week, Friday, and yesterday. Basically, so I could coast a bit today and tomorrow, knowing that getting very, very close where I'm going to make a formal announcement on the Grid Pack 1 launch, the Grid Pack launch on deck. I'm going to put information out on that a bit later today on the date where we're going to release that to the general public. We're getting ready to give it to our own group first. And that will include the dual, or we're going to call it the iGrid bands, which is dual bands in one indicator with a range of outputs that can be used with Algo Studio Pro, Markers Plus, Bloodhound Blackbird, or any other tools out there like that. So anyhow, watch for a lot of updates later. The GR88 trade, let's take a look at it today. GR88 trade, just had a long setup here a little while ago that I decided to work. This market area has continued to hold right in here. We kind of came down, did a little W pattern and lift. I decided to get in and work it a little bit. So I'm trading light, see if we can get a push above that pivot. And then any push above that pivot, I'll watch it like a hawk and maybe blip out and call it a day. I'm way, way over my daily goal averaged out due to the fact that I traded pretty heavy prior 3 trading days. Sometimes, leading into these holidays, it's not surprising. We're going to get a drop off in volumes potentially. Institutionals may come in and do a little power hour fun at the end of today, tomorrow. Watch for that. In other words, don't fade any rally moves the end of the day today or tomorrow. Could get some action going there to the upside if they decide to come in and push this market's hard to park it going into the holidays. Okay, market has a lot of scrub action today. Still getting contained in this area from a buy side, a lot of cyclical activity, no commitment to the upside as of yet. We'll see if this trend line area in here breaks and we get some sort of push higher, maybe a peak above that recent high. So we'll see. I've been sitting here watching it. Kind of odd for a Tuesday before the Thanksgiving weekend to have it be this dead. This looks more like Wednesday action, but let's just take a look at that long setup from earlier. What I did like about it, we came down, retested. So price action, down, up, leading to the signal. I thought that was about one of the best setups of the day. We did have a market rotation up. We did get a short signal. Not sure if anybody would want to short that area in a market that many times gets pumped in the holidays or the days leading up to a holiday, but the lower pivot high than that, that formed and then the sell made some sense. If you're looking for a return to this area to see if it chips away and breaks through, it gives you some extension lower. Other than that, though, we got, one, the original, another one after the U.S. market session, and a couple going forward. That to me was a really nice setup out of a price pattern in an area of recent, I'll call it lighter support, since there's not a lot of volume on the day. So anyhow, price patterns on the leading up to GR88 signals or GR88 trade signals out of levels tests and levels sweeps are some of the best setups for working that approach. So I'll put out more videos on this, but I'm interested. I can't wait to see people taking these tools, hooking them out to Algo Studio Pro, Markers Plus, Bloodhound, and Blackbird. Taking the algorithmic criteria of a GR88 trade, in, getting these type of price pattern based, indicator pattern, flat spotted, grid MA alerts, grid cloud shifting, and both segments of it trading below the flat spotted or plotting below for an entry market, in that area price for that short. See, the long was right in this area price at the close of this candle and the open of this one, and it pulled back a bit and then lifted. If you didn't get in there, you got to pull back and lift in this area, And again, this is a little bit odd of a range we're getting on the day. Uh, I thought we'd get a little bit, at least 2 or 3 pushes today to the upside since they've been containing this, or they're slow playing it, accumulating to really push it higher later in the day, sucker in more people, maybe thinking this is going to roll over, or maybe they'll even pull it down and get some people in before they do a V bottom or a V-shaped grab it and rip it type move. So yeah, watch for more stuff today. Today I'm just going for my 710, a little over 710, and right at 710 on my 150Ks. If I don't get it, I don't care. I'm positive on the day. If I got down to where I'm about 250 positive, I'd probably blip out and call it a day if this just rolls over. I only have 2 on. If she runs, she runs. I'll get my 710 a day per account. I don't need to. I'm way over goal. But I've been in here nibbling to the buy side on these rotations higher, nibbling, taking some off, nibbling, taking some off, because really the market has no direction right now. This is a big quagmire of nothingness. Flat spotted support, declining highs. We are chipping away through this downtrending trend line, so maybe now we're going to get some participation that's more significant to the upside. We'll see. Okay, there you have it. Watch for updates later. I'm going to put timelines out on the launch of the iGrid Pack 1 and our other tools. So watch for that later today. If you guys have any questions, info@gridalgo.com. Talk to you all later.